Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella is the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical that adds some surprising new twists to the ultimate makeover story. This dazzling delight from the creators of South Pacific and The Sound of Music is impossible to resist.
When Douglas Carter Beane first came in to explain this bizarre notion of doing an adaptation of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella with contemporary references, but also making reference to the original Perrault story, he told me things about the original story that I never knew.
He has been totally respectful of it, honors it every step of the way, but at the same time I think has totally reinvented it.
What I did was I went online, which is insane what you can find online, and I tried to bring up every version of Cinderella I could find. And there was one by Charles Perrault, and it was so simple and so pure, but so smart.
I think it's remarkable how he has taken a story that is universal to begin with and made it even more universal.
If you think you know Cinderella, you're going to be surprised.
Did I say it was funny?
I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen, and I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
Hi, my name is Paige Foray, and I play Cinderella in Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, coming to your city. Today, I'm giving you an exclusive backstage tour. I'm going to show you sets, costumes, wigs, everything that's going to be in the show, so come on back. Here we have the 4 white mice that easily turn to horses. As you can see, these are beautifully handcrafted horses that were made just for us. It's just a thrill to be a part of every night. All of our costumes were designed by William Ivy Long, who is a spectacular designer. He is kind of one of the it Broadway designers. He won his 6th Tony Award for these costumes, and with good reason. They are glorious. As you can see, this is Cinderella's ball gown. It has, I believe, 15 layers of fabrics and horse hairs from all over the world, actually. And it just really creates this illusion that this dress was made from nature, that the fairy godmother whipped it together almost like the wind. There's some other ensemble costumes as well. Everything is just so beautiful and made to each member of our cast. You will really be thrilled by what you see on stage at Cinderella.
Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage, and 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Live on stage, it's the hit Broadway show, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical. Catch The Grinch in the heartwarming holiday classic, an extraordinary performance, 100 times better than any bedside story, says the New York Times. A new Christmas tradition cheers the Philadelphia Inquirer, a holiday spectacle, raves variety.
Somebody who has only seen the movie of The Sound of Music is going to be surprised in the very first scene, or maybe the second scene, of the differences between the movie and the show. I know no other situation where the stage show and the movie version are each their own entity and as brilliant as they are.
We've got a very potent emotional climate here of people being challenged, people hiding from Nazis, hiding from themselves? What is safe? What is risky? What is worth fighting for?
It comes back to storytelling. The Sound of Music tells an extraordinary story with extraordinarily good songs, and you never quite know what's coming next.
Like any great story, there are several ways of telling it. And we're determined to, I don't think shock people, but I don't mind a surprise or two.
We are putting together a first-class tour that will open in Los Angeles and will play across the country, and I think people are going to be surprised by a lot of what comes out of the show that's always been there. Just maybe look at it a little bit differently.
It's a story about accepting people. It's based on a true story. It's about people thinking outside the box.
It's a story about sons who seem to be failures in their father's eyes. And by meeting each other, they're able to find themselves and become successes on their own terms.
A lot of times, composers just write songs for themselves, and Cindy didn't do that. It's a score that's really three-dimensional.
Here's an opportunity to do celebratory music, but also say something.
She's been able to, in my opinion, relate to the characters, specifically the character of Lola.
I get the biggest thrill to finally sit back when it all shows up on the stage.
I mean, it's Harvey. He's a great storyteller, a really great storyteller.
I think people all across the United States are going to relate to this story.
When the first drum beats, dum, dum, dum. They just roared.
One of the most eagerly awaited shows.
Dirty Dancing, the musical.
Now live audiences can enjoy this iconic love story.
The fastest selling show in West End history.
Dirty Dancing
is the hottest ticket in town.
They hit all the scenes, they hit all your favorite parts of the movie. They nailed it, I thought.
This was fabulous.
Our staging is absolutely beautiful.
I loved every minute of it.
Had I had any idea that this is what would happen, I would have done it years ago.
The first time I saw Dirty Dancing, I was in high school.
My babysitter and my sister, it was their favorite movie, and we watched it every single Saturday night.
I was a teenager, and I took the bus to the mall movie theater.
I
loved it. It's a real good love story.
The moves were phenomenal, music was fantastic, everything about the movie was just incredible.
It's as if the audience has waited half their lives for this moment. It is so astounding.
Nobody puts baby in the corner! My favorite scene is definitely that last scene, when he returns. That's too easy, Nicole. I like hands and hearts and hearts.
It should have been a musical right away.
still beating, I swear.
You leave feeling on top of the world.
The time of my life.
I've had the time of my life.
No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth.
And I owe it all to you.
I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to you, 'cause I had the time of my life. And I owe it all to you.
Tonight you're mine completely.
I think it's one of the 10 greatest songs of the 20th century. It's so complex, and yet you understand it right away because we all know that feeling.
Sweetly tonight the light of love is in your eyes.
It's why we go to theater, right? Is to know we're not alone, is to know that we're understood, is to see that other people feel what we feel.